Welcome to Educational Quick Clips, brought to you by ISSA TV.
Our industry is dominated by labor. And in an industry totally dominated by labor, there is a wondrous gap in the knowledge of how to actually determine how many man hours, how many staffing hours are required to maintain a building. A lot of people in our industry believe that they can simply walk into a building, based on their experience, determine the correct staffing levels. Other people believe that they can apply a magical production rate, say 3,000 square feet per hour, and determine the amount of staffing that's required. The fundamental question that we try to answer in workloading is, how many people will it take to clean the lobby, the restroom, the common areas, in fact, the whole facility? That question, how many people will it take, almost sounds like a bad light bulb joke. And regrettably, the answers are just about as numerous. The answer is that it depends. It depends on a host of variables. It depends on the building's age, the customer's expectations, the level of quality, the amount of population that moves through the building, and a host of other variables. What workloading does is apply a systematic process to determine exactly how much time it should take to clean a building. What we're really trying to determine is, what should the correct staffing levels be? With that information in hand, you can then go on to benchmark and run statistics and determine what your cost structure should be. The process that we use to determine the workload or the staffing requirements conveniently works off an acronym, ISSA. I is identify the areas that need to be surveyed. S is to survey the space and get a space inventory. The second S is to develop a scope of work. Scope of work is a list of tasks and frequencies. And finally, to apply the production rates to determine the total amount of staff hours that are required. That systematic process, in fact, determines the total amount of manpower that's needed to maintain a building at any particular level. With that information in hand, any building owner can determine whether they have, in fact, the correct staff numbers and whether or not they are operating in an efficient and productive fashion.
To view more clips on ISSA TV or try a demo of InfoClean Easy Workloading software, visit ISSA.com.